Can taxation drive prosperity in a struggling nation like Nigeria? Now, this is one major concern of many Nigerians about the new tax law, because it's not really about taxation itself, but about the context. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Policy Watch. I'm Miberon Omoluju. Now, there's a growing feeling that our policy makers often travel to countries where systems work, observe what is successful there, and then return home to replicate those same policies with the expectation that they will automatically work in Nigeria. But what is often ignored, however, is that those countries operate within very different social, economic, and institutional realities. In many of those economies, taxation is matched by visible public value and a strong societal safety net. Nigeria's reality, however, is totally different. This is why some critics are arguing loudly that the new tax regime amounts to taxing poverty. Prominent figures, labor unions, and advocacy groups have warned that expanding or enforcing broader tax rules at a time when citizens are grappling with rising living costs, widespread joblessness, insecurity, and persistent inflation could deepen hardship rather than reducing it. The Nigeria Labour Congress has been particularly vocal, raising concerns that without clear safeguards for low-income earners, the new tax laws could worsen poverty for workers and ordinary families. Their position is straightforward. When people are already struggling to survive, taxation without protection becomes punitive rather than progressive. Now, these concerns are not surprising when viewed against Nigeria's current economic landscape. Data and analysis from civil society organizations and media reports consistently show that a significant portion of population live below basic income thresholds. Now, at the same time, essential public services remain unreliable or inaccessible for many. In such an environment, any policy that appears to extract more from households without clearly improving their quality of life is bound to trigger anxiety, resistance, and public debate. Nigeria today is dealing with high unemployment, rising inflation, insecurity, and a fragile middle class that is steadily shrinking. For many families, every extra naira matters. So when Nigerians say you cannot tax hunger or you cannot tax people into prosperity, what they are really demanding is simply fairness. They are calling for a tax system that recognizes economic realities, protects the most vulnerable, and delivers visible results where people need them the most. Because in a society where millions are hungry, unemployed, or just one emergency away from financial ruin, tax policy is no longer about revenue generation. It becomes a question of dignity, of equity, and trust in the government. You cannot build prosperity by ignoring the conditions people are living under. You build it by fixing systems first, protecting the vulnerable, and earning public trust. Now, we would love to hear from you, our viewers. Do you think Nigeria is really ready for this kind of tax expansion? Share your thoughts in the comments and let's keep this conversation going. Thank you for watching. I'm Miberon Omoluju, and this has been Policy Watch. Goodbye.